Good morning, everybody. It's Rory here. I'm up high on the roof of my house. You can see maybe the sea in the distance. The estate agents would have said we had a sea view, but only if you climb right to the top of the roof. We don't really have a sea view. But up high, we get to see all the way around us. We get to see the view. We get to see what's around us. We get to see the rest of the neighborhood. We get a perspective of what's happening around us. Somehow spiritually, when we're close to the Lord, we get perspective on what the Lord's doing. You know, you can plan your route from here. You can plan how you get to somewhere. You can see the pitfalls. You can see the dongas. You can see the holes. You can see where the trees are. When we seek the Lord and we go up the mountain and spend time with the Lord like Jesus did, we get perspective on what's happening. We get God's perspective. We get to see where the pitfalls are. We get to see where we could possibly take the wrong turn. Sometimes the most direct route is not straight. Sometimes the direct route is slightly more to the left and going around an obstacle rather than going straight through. Sometimes we think a detour is not in God's will, but sometimes a detour is actually the fastest way of getting there. I'm reminded of a time in the army when we were in training. They dumped us out of the back of a sawmill under the cover of night and told us to go and spy on the Orange River. It was an operation, it was a training operation, and we were meant to spot the enemy trying to cross the Orange River by building a bridge. We camouflaged ourselves, went to the highest point possible and watched for enemy activity, so-called enemy activity. And when the sappers came and built the bridge, we were in an excellent position to see where they were and what they were doing. God gives us that perspective. We think about Paul, who had the mandate. The mandate on Paul's life at a certain period, when we spoke about Acts 27, was to get to Rome to preach the gospel. Because of that mandate, that prophetic mandate, prophetic mission on his life, he wasn't scared in the storm, and he knew he wasn't going to die even when the ship was about to sink, because he had God's perspective. You know, Moses went up the mountain many times. When he came down, the Israelites said to him, Moses, you go up the mountain, you hear from the Lord, and then come and tell us. We don't want to go up the mountain. We're too scared of the Lord. I think in the New Testament, each and every one of us need to go up the mountain to seek the Lord for ourselves about what direction we need to take. Terry and I are just feeling this is the season to seek the Lord. What direction? What is our mandate? What do you want us to do? Can you join us on the journey by asking the Lord, what do you want us to do, Lord? Thank you for your direction, Lord. You're good and you're a kind God. Amen.